Everyone, welcome back to my channel for another scrapbook creation. Today I'm going to be using this sketch that was designed for the Sketches in Time design team. And so I am going to be using the Flying High Cocoa Vanilla collection. This is Zoe's first collection that she ever created for her brand Cocoa Vanilla. And I'm so glad that I actually still have it. It's actually one of my favorite collections. And it was very few items with this collection. And what I mean by that is now her collections always come with double papers, so you never have to worry about what side you're cutting into, where this one only came with 9 sheets and a sticker sheet. So I'm definitely trying to stretch this collection out for as long as I can. So my first thought going back to the sketch was it had hexagons and I wanted stars, and I thought about using some cardstock and using my silhouette machine and then to create the stars, and then I was going to back it up with pattern paper. However, I just didn't like the look of it, so I didn't want to waste that white cardstock. So I framed my photo, and then I was just kind of moving around to figure out which area got the most coverage, and then now I'm just layering all the extra scraps pieces of paper underneath my photo, so that way none of them go to waste. Now, if you notice, I am using some tacky glue to adhere everything, and that is because before this layout, I grabbed my son's album that I finished last year, and when I was going through it, all the pages are coming apart. I am devastated, so I'm curious, has this happened to you? The adhesive that I used was This and That by American Craft, and maybe that's why they don't make it anymore. And it's the one with the little tiny dots. And it was very forgiving, and I should have known then that it's very forgiving. It means it's going to dry up real quick and not adhere anymore. So when I looked back on an older album from 10 years old, or 10 years ago, it's still intact, and that's because I used tacky glue. I think I used glue sticks. I used some heavy-duty glue that just, once it was down, it was not forgiving. I think I'm going to have to start doing that because I'm hoping my ATG doesn't do what the This and That did, but fingers crossed, guys. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if you guys experienced any of that where adhesive just didn't adhere anymore to the paper after time has gone by. Okay, so back to the layout. I am now just moving the stars around like the hexagons. And if you notice in the sketch, it was a horizontal design, and all I did was flip it to make it vertical. And that's one thing about sketches, is you can manipulate it however you want to best fit your layout. And then I'm going to the sticker sheets because I don't have a whole lot of embellishments. There isn't really too many things that I could cut that are from the pattern paper because they're very simple, subtle patterns, such as like a gingham, there's stripes, polka dots. So the only thing that I could do was just use the sticker sheet, and I just didn't want to waste any time trying to dig out through my stash to find anything that maybe, that went with it as far as colors. And I actually love the look of the stars. I might actually do that for a 4th of July layout because that'd be really pretty. Okay, so the cardstock that I'm using, I decided to go with a cardstock because I only have, I think, one whole piece of 12 by 12 from this collection, and it was a cream colored paper, and on the back it had this lovely design of stars, and I didn't want to cut into it because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do yet with that paper. So I just went into my stash, found the closest cardstock that matched the color, which is this one. So it's just, like I said, just a basic cardstock. It's not basil. I don't even know who it is because it's kind of thin and it doesn't have any texture to it. Next, as I was going through that sticker sheet, I did find one that said Smile, and I thought, ooh, that's going to be the title. It's just going to read Smile. Next, I'm now gluing down the stars, and I'm not going to have you watch me do all of it, so it is going to kind of be broken up of where I add my adhesive. Excuse me. At least I hope I don't make you guys watch everything, because that'd be a really long time. I think I'm just kind of playing with it. See, that's the thing is I start fussing with the stars, and once I glue them down though, I start making myself start gluing down stuff because I will fussy for a long time, and I actually cut a lot of that footage out, and apparently not enough. So yeah, I'm just kind of turning them over because I'm trying to figure out what colors I want to go that would work best. So I'm looking at the patterns of each side, and I really like the stripes. I wish I would have had one more star that had the stripes, but then I have the one where it has the little airplanes, even though you can't tell it's airplanes. I love that polka dot one right there. And then I'm going to work on another one. You know what's so funny is I actually forget about the one star right here. See how I have it pinned down at the bottom? And I like that, but then I move it for some reason. I get sidetracked, or maybe I thought about moving it here, and then I put it off to the side and I forgot about it. So that one did not make it to the layout. Next, I'm just trying to, again, go through my sticker sheets and try to use up as many stickers as I can on this layout, so that way I use them all up with this collection. And I felt like if I just put the ticket there on the photo, it kind of was a little plain for me, and I just wanted to add another layer. So I went through my labels and I found this one gray label. And even though I don't have any gray on the rest of the layout, that does not bother me because the photo is black and white, so I'm okay with that. Next, I am grabbing some more stickers, and I'm just trying to see if I can create a different type of shape, which is a circle shape. But I already have foam adhesive down, so I just leave it because I do not want to rip this page. I thought about using these banners, and they end up making it on the layout, but just not at the moment. Now, I did have this pattern paper that I gutted from a previous layout, and I just felt when I was looking at the cardstock that it was very simple to me, that there needed something to be more. And so I thought, you know what, I have the frame sitting right here. I've already gutted out the paper, so why not use it? Because again, I wanted more of that striped paper from the star to make another appearance on the layout. So I'm glad I actually framed that, and I do that quite often. I really love the look of framing my layouts because to me I feel like it kind of finishes it off. Then I saw this airplane that's super cute with where it's flying with a banner trailing behind it, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to use this. I'm going to put it on top of this photo, and then I came up with a title where it's going to read Smile Littles. Using the October Afternoon tile stickers in orange and cream. Man, I wish October Afternoon was not out of business because I loved their tile stickers, even though other companies now are starting to jump on that little bandwagon and create their own. That is one thing I absolutely loved, was their letter stickers. Okay, so I am cutting it down a little bit because the tiles are big and it has like a lot of extra space above the letters, so I'm just cutting it down to make them smaller to make sure that they fit onto the banner, and then I'm layering them up. They're not going to be straight. I actually want them kind of in a little bit of a movement, and I really like the look of that. And then I am gluing them down, yes, with tacky glue. Now their stickers had plenty of stickiness to them, but I think after seeing my son's album, I just want to take a lot of precaution, and I think with tacky glue, I feel that that stuff is like concrete and it is not going anywhere. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this layout. Oh, one thing I did add, at the very end, I add some ink splatters in navy, and that's it. So definitely be sure to check out the Sketches in Time Instagram account. There is a ton of inspiration from the design team, a lot of sketches to use so you can play along with us, and be sure to use the hashtag Sketches in Time. Thank you so much for joining me. You all have a great day. Bye.